If you or a friend is expecting a new baby, you'll want to stay tuned for this video. I will be covering the 7 most frequently asked questions for a pediatrician regarding your newborn, so what to anticipate. Hi, I'm Dr. Eileen Shi, founder of Little Roots Pediatrics. We provide holistic care to babies and newborns in our clinic. This means going beyond the traditional medicine to solve problems with sensible solutions. If you are a parent looking for the right solutions for your child's health, check out littlerootspeace.com. We have lots of free resources. You can schedule a discovery call to learn more about how we may serve you. Taking care of your newborn is one of the most defining moments for many parents. In this, there's so much love and caring for your little baby, but we all wonder if we're doing the right things and what is normal versus what is not, when to worry and what to anticipate in caring for a new baby. In fact, there are several topics that keep coming up in my pediatric practice from new parents. So if you are a new parent or have a friend who has a newborn, chances are these questions and topics have crossed your mind too. So let's get right to them. Number 1, breathing. Is my baby breathing normally? Why is he breathing fast or slow? Newborns have a breathing pattern that in medical vocabulary we call intermittent tachypnea of newborns. Kind of long, right? So that's why we shorten it by saying TTN. So essentially that means periodic fast and slow breathing in a newborn baby. You may notice that your baby takes shallow, fast breaths back to back, followed by a really long stretch. And then it repeats and so on. So this is common and normal, but oftentimes you'll find this in your baby and parents are asking, is there something wrong with my baby? But chances are it's just very common. It's normal in newborn phase after the first 2 to 3 days, and as your baby learns to use his lungs to oxygenate and breathe. Eating. Is my baby eating enough? And how do I know? In the first few weeks of life, you will quickly find that patterns and routines kind of go out the window. That's because your new baby is rapidly evolving and changing, becoming more alert and stronger every day. And as this happens, his appetite will change too. Babies often feed every 1 to 4 hours, but they may feed a little and then fall asleep mid-feeding and then wake up in an hour crying for more milk. Depending on their gestational age and how big they are at birth, every baby feed a little bit different and a different amount. So if you're delivering at a hospital, the medical team likes to remind and encourage you to feed your baby every 4 hours. But oftentimes you may find that your baby is wanting to eat more frequently. Because newborns are not great at maintaining stable blood sugar levels right away, it is important to feed them regularly without letting too much time to last between feeds. So as one of the signs of low blood sugar is fatigue and stupor, so don't rely on babies to wake you up every 4 hours to eat, especially in the first week of life. A reliable way to gauge whether your baby's eating enough is by paying attention to their wet diapers. There should be at least 5 to 7 wet diapers a day of light yellow pee. So if you're seeing dark yellow or orange crystals in a diaper, that may be a sign that your baby is dehydrated. Since all newborns are on an exclusive liquid diet with breast milk or formula, we can expect that their urine output would be a good correlation to whether they're eating enough to sustain bodily function. Questions about peeing and pooping. So how often should my baby poop or pee? Well, newborns will often poop like all the time. Parents will say every feed she poops, and that is accurate. In the first week of life, your baby may poop 7 to 10 times a day, and as she gets older, the intestines become a little bit more sophisticated and in absorbing nutrients. So the frequency of poop will start to decrease. But pee diapers often times can be mixed with poop diapers, so you should anticipate at least 5 to 7 wet diapers a day. Now, do we need to start any supplements? Miraculously, our body prepares our new babies for life outside the womb. In the first weeks of life, you don't need to give your baby actually any supplements, as they have a high storage of everything that they need, including vitamin D and hemoglobin at birth. Vitamin K is a vitamin important in blood clotting that is formed in the gut as a byproduct of our gut bacteria. Since all babies are born with sterile gut, have you ever noticed that babies' poop don't stink That's because there's no bacteria. So when babies are first born, they don't have any bacteria in their gut, and therefore they are deficient and unable to synthesize vitamin K in the first weeks of life. And this is why birth centers and hospitals offer vitamin K to all babies at birth. Common infant supplements like DHA, EHA, fatty acids, vitamin D, probiotics may be considered after the first 3 to 4 weeks of life, but I would recommend consulting with your pediatrician first before starting anything specific. Sleeping. How much should my baby sleep? Now, at birth, most babies spend up to 19 to 20 hours a day sleeping. They will wake up from time to time, short intervals in the first few days up to 45 minutes to longer stretches as they get older. A sleeping baby is a growing baby. They will wake up throughout the day to feed and open their eyes and look around. They may turn their heads toward their mom and dad's voice, eat, poop, and go back to sleep. So this is a good time for parents to catch up on sleep too, when the baby is sleeping, that is. As they get a little older, they will be awake longer, up to hours, and vocalize and look around more. Now, can I take my baby out? Is this safe? This is a great question coming from parents who just want to do the safest thing for their baby. We often worry that taking a baby out will expose them to diseases and viruses. As a holistic pediatrician, I always encourage parents, especially moms, to get out of the house and get some fresh air and sunlight. You can take your baby on a walk, have a meal outdoors. Most viruses are spread person to person by close contact and direct contact. So for newborns under 3 to 4 months, I would say use caution when taking the baby out, especially in crowded indoor spaces. You can request for corner tables, outdoor options, or opt to go to the store during low traffic hours to minimize exposure. And even the most well-intended people may carry germs that can be a risk. So asking for good hand washing hygiene and avoiding contact with anyone who is sick is an appropriate ask when you have a newborn at home. How best to burp my baby? The goal of burping your baby is to allow extra air or gas to be released from the gastrointestinal tract. So when I talk about burping the baby, I often highlight some common mistakes that may contribute to ineffective burping, like burping your baby too low, way below the waist, like using inappropriate force to burp the baby. Sometimes parents are a little bit scared and they just tend to rub. You want to burp with the cupping of your palm and have a good stable pad. And burping your baby in a position where the airway is compromised. Here you see the neck is too flexed, or when the baby is too overextended, it's really hard for the gas to come out. I hope this video has given you some helpful insights on newborn care. Be sure to share this video with someone who has a young baby or expecting a child. Whether you're a new parent or doing this for the second or fourth time, every baby really has its own needs and challenges. This video is intended to be educational, and even though I am a pediatrician, the information on this platform is intended to spark conversation between you and your child's doctor. I would love for you to comment below some of the challenges that you have encountered in the newborn years. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. And as always, I'm Dr. Eileen Shi with Little Roots Holistic Pediatrics. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time.